But when I look at Aaron Rodgers, and we talk about Tom Brady and, he's great or whatever, and we understand who he is, what he brings to the table. You understand that Tom Brady threw a pick 6 yesterday, all right? And I think he's got like 2 or 3 of them this season.
Yeah.
You understand that Aaron Rodgers has thrown pick 6s 3 times in 18 years? 18 years. It's just things that he doesn't do. And when you look at him fling that football with the accuracy that he does and the leadership that he has shown and the way the team has rallied around him this year, and you look at all the weapons that they have, passing the football as well as running the football, along with Aaron Rodgers leading the way, a defense that is upgraded to some degree as the season has progressed from time to time, I'm looking at that and the prospect of playing at Lambeau Field again because they're in position to capture that number 1 seed. I mean, obviously, Arizona is in front of everybody right now, but still in all, I just look at it, and then Arizona obviously lost to Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers earlier this season. I just look at them right now as the most complete team in the entire NFL, let alone the NFC.
And the Cards were short that game. I was at that game on that Thursday night, and even short as they were, personnel-wise, they still had that opportunity if A.J. Green just catches that signal from Kyler Murray and get the opportunity. I'm going to say the Cards are right now, and everybody's been, J.J. Watt said a long time ago, we're sleeping on the Cards, and maybe we are sleeping on the Cards. And I'm telling you, when you get a team like this, and to see Kyler Murray come back yesterday after being off 3 games and play the way he played, when I'm watching what Russell Wilson's going through, that was pretty remarkable. That nobody's really talking about.
Well, it was against Chicago and the lame duck coach, but go ahead.
Yes, it was. It was against Chicago and all of that. But they're still NFL players. They're still getting paid to get on the football field. Right. They got on the football field. This man put 2 touchdowns through the air and then ran 2 touchdowns. We're just talking about Lamar Jackson. That's a true dual threat. James Conner has really found a nice home.
Touchdown, a walking touchdown.
Right, it just and making plays that I never saw him make in Pittsburgh. I never saw him make those plays. That one-handed catch down the sideline, that was an incredible play that he made and ran and took all the way down.
Never saw it in Pittsburgh.
Okay. But you're seeing it now in this offense. And I'm going to tell you something else. They got a great supporting cast. They outside of just DeAndre Hopkins, who came right back yesterday and fit right back in, catching that first touchdown. They got a great cast in Christian Kirk. And the guy I think is going to make a big, big impact, I know we talked about Gronk a lot, is Zach Ertz as he fits into that offense. As he fits into that offense, I like what the Cards are doing right now. I got to say, right now, they are the best team in the NFC. I still like Tampa Bay, but I like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has to have Antonio Brown, and I don't know how that's going to play out down the road.
The way I look at it, first up, my answer is going to be Tampa Bay. The way I look at it is not who is the most complete team, but whose flaw, because they all got weaknesses that teams are going to attack, scares me the least. And Stephen A., I get Green Bay, but the Elgton Jenkins injury scares me. Their offensive line. Bakhtiari, when is he going to come back after a little bit of cleanup surgery?
Fair.
So, the lack of health on their offensive line scares me. The NFC playoffs will be 100% about matchups. So I get a little bit concerned with that also, with that defense that has done such a good job in coverage. If teams are going to commit to we're going to run the ball on you. And let's play bully ball, how that weakness can hold up. And then for Arizona, I agree, but their defense is it's not all that different than the Cowboys' defense. It's so predicated on taking the ball away. Now, they're good at it, but what happens when you play a team, again,
they got 4 yesterday.
That they
plays mistake-free football.
You can run the ball against Arizona's defense, specifically since JJ's gone out. Mm-hmm. And so when you got teams that can do that or that's your flaw, that makes me give a little bit pause. And I look at Tampa and I go, if there's one unit that I trust the most in the NFC playoffs, it's going to be Tampa's offense because of their offensive line, because of Gronk, and because of Leonard Fournette. I think Gronk is being used in ways that New England used to 10 years ago, gather information, see the coverage. Leonard Fournette's the second most trusted person on this offense right now, which blows my mind. Mm-hmm. But he's earned that from Tom. The flaw for Tampa is the coverage unit, right? The secondary still is not healthy and not great. But as we saw last year on that playoff run, when that front 7 gets going, and they haven't this year, but when that front 7 gets going and that rush gets going, that secondary doesn't.
Dominican Sue is upgrading.
Yeah, but Vita Vea's got to get healthy. Right. Shaq's got to be consistent. But if that front 7 gets going, that coverage unit doesn't have to be great because they weren't great last year. And so that's why, like,
I disagree with you there. I don't give a damn about the front seven. If you go, and I don't mean that literally. What I'm saying is, when you talk about coverage, I have to pay attention. Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers,
right.
Dak Prescott.
Okay, what are you getting at?
All I'm saying is that when we talk about coverage for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the
quarterbacks in the NFC,
the quarterbacks in the NFC. Oh yeah. It ain't gonna be enough. It can't be. Well, we got a front seven, so guess what? That can cover for the secondary's woes. Not against those quarterbacks.
That's not how football works, though.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
When you got to rush like that, ball's got to come out quicker. Guys aren't open.
Well, but you do have, even though Aaron Rodgers is not a runner, even though Dak Prescott is not a runner,
sure.
They do have the ability to extend plays.
Yes.
Then you combine that with Kyler Murray. He can extend plays. So what I'm trying to say to you is that, that front pressure can get pressure, but if I got a suspect secondary and I got a guy that can buy an additional second or two,
it's going to be hard to get through all of those quarterbacks in the
That's
NFC.
what I'm
is what
saying.
You're saying. You may get one of them, but it'd be hard to get through all of them.
They did last year. That front got home last year a bunch, and they went through some of those NFC.
All right,
I get your point is fair.
They played Mr. Muffler, Mr.
Heineke.
Heineke. All right, we wish him well. He's doing well. 4 straight wins. They played him. Who did they play in the divisional playoff game? Tampa Bay last year. After they beat Washington, who did they play?
They beat
okay,
they beat Rodgers once.
Because they got to Rodgers. All I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, you're going to have to go through a couple of quarterbacks in order to get to where you want to go.
So just to be clear, Cardinals have the best record, 10-2, but nobody believes they're the best team in the NFC.
I do.
No, the playmaker does. They're very, very, very good. I get concerned about a team, again, matchups. A team like Green Bay that's going to go, here comes the run game, stop it. Or let's say a team like Philadelphia gets in. Here comes the run game, stop it. I don't believe in their run defense. And again, they're so opportunistic with turnovers. If I can go run the football on you with a multitude of things, the turnovers are going to be minimized.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.